G'day, ZiggyD here. I'm here with my camera lady Amy, and we've just stopped by at Amy's parents to have a bit of a break from our drive back from WCS Australia, Starcraft 2. Just picking up our dog Tychus and having a bit of a break because it's been like a ridiculous 11 or 12 hour drive through the night and into this morning, and we'll have a bit more driving to do this afternoon before we get home. So I just wanted to stop here in this pretty nice scenery and do a bit of a vlog talking about our experiences at WCS, and just because it's been a pretty massive historical moment for Australian esports and for myself and for Amy as well. Our first large Starcraft 2 tournament that we've been to, and the possibly the biggest esports tournament that Australia's ever had. So yeah, I just wanted to share some of our thoughts on it.
So to start off with, what did you think of the venue?
Well, I thought the venue overall was good, but it sort of highlighted maybe a bit of the inexperience that ACL or whoever picked the venue had in organising a tournament on this scale, because obviously they've never done anything on this scale, so picking a large enough venue for the event that was still had everything that it needed was a little bit tricky, something that takes a bit of practice. The main thing was that there was a massive skylight running down the middle of the hallway, or the room that the stage and everything was set up in, so the audience couldn't see the projector screen at all because of the light shining on it during the day. They fixed this in the second day by setting up some TV screens, which was good, and it shows like their attention to the crowd and what people's thoughts were and things like that. So that was good, but it might have had a little bit of an impact on the first day where people didn't really know when to cheer and stuff because they couldn't see what was happening on the screen. So that was like a minor issue, but otherwise it was a really good venue. It was nice, and all the organisers there were just fantastic, like keeping the place clean, keeping everything running smoothly. Like any sound areas were fixed really quickly. There was a bit of a rocky start trying to get things sorted and stuff like that, but everything was fixed pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. So what's your favourite part of the whole tournament?
I have to give a special mention first to T-Gun versus Mafia, because that was a pretty epic series with T-Gun winning me over as a player. I didn't initially like him that much. I had my misgivings about him, but I think he really showed his emotion and his character in the game and played really well, but ultimately ended up losing. But after going out with some sick moves, like some sick burrowed roaches, which I know Amy was a big fan of the burrowed roach play. So that one gets an honourable mention, but by far my favourite series and I guess entire story for the event was on the Saturday, the Nationals with TT Pig versus Moonglade. Their initial series, which Pig won, and then the meeting again in the finals after Moonglade comes through the losers bracket and meets up with Pig, and they match up again and face off in an epic series, and Moonglade takes the first best of 3, but Pig wins the second best of 3 if I recall correctly. But just those two forged a really awesome story and some really fantastic ZVZs, probably the best ZVZs I've ever seen, and probably some of the best ZVZs some of the casters have ever seen too, from the looks of things that they were saying on Twitter and stuff during the event. Artosis and Tasteless tweeting about how good it was. Yeah, it was just amazing stuff, like good mix of macro play and fast games and stuff like that, and just lots of emotion from both players. And Pig really won me over in that series, and I was hoping to see another Pig versus Moonglade meet up on the second day, but
I think lots of people were really.
But ultimately, Moonglade ended up knocking Pig down to the losers bracket, where he was taken out by the Protoss
Light.
That's right. So yeah, that was a bit sad, but overall it was just I was very impressed. I suppose that segues into what I thought of the players in general overall, because people like to write off the Australian players as not being very skillful, but I think we really put ourselves on the map as the Zerg capital of the world. The players have obviously in the month lead up to this, put their heads down and just practiced really hard, and we saw some epic ZVZs, and there was some really good ZVTs as well in there, mixed in. Not very many other Terran or Protoss players obviously, but I think we're definitely known as having some great Zergs now, and I think that's going to continue on with 2 Zergs going to the
Singapore, the next stage.
Yeah, going to the next stage in Singapore. So that's really awesome. I thought, I was really impressed by T-Gun, and like everyone sort of expected Moonglade to do well, and he did win the Oceania finals, but I was really impressed by T-Gun and Pig and how much work they'd put in, how much they've improved since last time I watched them play, which is a while ago. So that was really awesome stuff.
What about Mafias? history as a poker player, not having much emotion.
Yeah, so Mafia's got an epic poker face, and I think he won a lot of the crowd over in the finals against Moonglade with showing some emotion at the losses and things like that. And I guess to get the crowd's support, which he really did, you have to really show yourself as a person, like actually show some emotion, and he did. And you know, the poker face went down there a little bit, and people got to see, you know, him feeling the loss and trying so hard to come back. And yeah, the crowd was definitely cheering for him before game 2 there, so that was awesome stuff. I suppose the next thing I want to talk about is I just want to personally thank the casters for coming down, because that's amazing. That's such a big deal for Australia to have HD and Pain User and Tastosis come down and cast for us. Also to have Maynard cast like that was really well. I think he's run a lot of people over just like that.
As a presenter.
His presenter work was fantastic in hyping the crowd up and stuff like that. He's got a lot of energy. He really excels at that. And the observing work by Infeza was just perfect. Like, the casters kept commentating on it. It was awesome. He's like catching nukes as they go up into the air, and awesome camera work, and just like spotting everything and like pointing stuff out with the mouse and everything. Just awesome work. If you watch this Infeza, just great work, man. That was awesome to watch. Just made it a special treat. So we really showed off some good stuff that people weren't expecting, I think. And I want to thank the players as well for just putting their heads down and practicing really hard and putting on an awesome show for everyone, because that makes tournaments, like the core of the tournament, obviously, having the players play really well. You know, awesome casters can make boring games interesting, but they actually made for awesome games as well, so that's a big deal. Finally, I'd just like to thank Blizzard and ACL Pro for organising and putting on such a cool event. You know, putting the money there and the faith in that Australia can do, like, show something awesome in esports, and we really did. And like, you can tell, like, from the crowd's reactions and from everyone there and the players and everything and all of the passion that went into that to make it an awesome tournament, that everyone just really wanted to show how much we love esports, and that we're not just, you know, down under and with no esports going on. We do actually have the esports passion, if we don't have the infrastructure yet. But I think over the next few years, hopefully we're seeing a lot of growth because of this, and I think this is a starting point for some awesome things in the future. So I hope to be going to plenty more, and I believe Amy has a thanks to give as well. So who would you like to thank, Ames? Who was your highlight for meeting someone there?
Mayo, the TT esports Thermaltake rep. I was looking forward to meeting him the whole weekend, and I finally got brave enough and said hi at the end of the day, and he gave us some awesome gear, a t-shirt that fits, just awesome. And I'm really excited that I got to hug him and show my love for Thermaltake.
Yeah, thanks for the awesome gear, mate. It was a really good meeting. I've been a big admirer of just how much work TT puts into the local scene and everything, and to meet you and just have you just throw swag at us was pretty awesome. So it was good. We got some cool stuff, and that was awesome meeting everyone there like that. Well, I hope to be making more videos like this in the future after more epic Australian tournaments. That's it for today. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.